Oh, hi. Is my OBS crashed? Yes? Sure. 1 second. Well, that was a thing that happened and then just went away. So for anyone who wasn't around earlier, we had a storm warning, and then the storm warning just kind of went away shortly after I wrapped up here. So that's fun. Making the weather making me look like a fool, just like usual. Stupid weather. Hold on, I'm just making sure everything's good with the YouTube streams here. Give me one moment. I literally minutes after I signed off, maybe no more than 10 minutes after I signed off last time, the broadcast I was listening to said, "Oh, no, we've cleared it for Schonberg." And I'm like, "Thanks. I should have just held on there for another few minutes without actually ending my stupid stream." But that's what I get for being so hasty, I guess. We're gonna I don't really want to. Oh, okay, cool. We got the vertical. I think we got the vertical one. No? Yes? Did this actually, is this picking up the wrong stream keys or something? Hold on a second. Da, 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 da. Let me just see what happens when I throw gameplay on here, because I feel like this is actually getting the wrong. I had to, for those who don't know, scheduling streams on YouTube, it's not like on Twitch where you can really just like hit a go live button and you're off to the races. It's a little more, you have to schedule things and things like this. And so let me just see if I get this going, if we get everything looking okay, because it seems like it's like doing weird things with my camera on some of these streams and not weird things on my other. So give me a moment to just do some housekeeping here. We're coming back to Urusei Yatsura. All right, that looks good. The YouTube one weirdly does not, or maybe this is just covering my camera. Let me see what it looks like on the Twitch one. Anyway, I think we're gonna proceed with this. But I also left my water downstairs. And water is very important for me to be able to get through this. And so if you'll allow me a moment, I will go and get water, and we will continue our journey through Urusei Yatsura. I won't even put up the BRB screen just so folks kind of understand what's going on. I will be back in just 1 second. Basement time was not over for me because I left my water in the basement. And that's not good. We can't do this thing without water. Now, can we? All right, you'll get a weird scene change for a minute. Bear with me. Just making sure this gets up on my prompter so I can make sure that everything's looking okay. All right. Basement Jax. The basement dweller. All right, I'm going to reply to my blue sky thing here for any folks who... We're back. Okay, great. All right, so if anyone from earlier is still around and you have feelings one way or the other about whether we should continue this particular Urusei Yatsura game or whether you would like to see the next Urusei Yatsura game, feel free to say so. I will, for now, go ahead and make my way through this one. We just made it through to Act 3. Excuse me, drank too much water there. And we're moving on to Chapter 3, where basically people are... they all seem to be ladies. Various people in the Urusei Yatsura universe are being kidnapped. It seemed... Yes, thanks, Red Spectra. So, minutes... After I wrapped, thinking, okay, I better be safe than sorry, I better listen to the weather warnings, the weather broadcast I'm listening to says, oh, it's cleared. And I'm like, okay, great. So that was all for nothing. But for a moment there, I was thinking better safe than sorry, and we should do the responsible thing. But it ended up just being being really all for nothing. So, but it is what it is. So if folks have feelings about whether they want to kind of wrap up the PC Engine game here and look at what that scores and scored and move on, or if they want to keep going with this one, we can do either one. I suppose if I don't hear any opinions, I will play a little bit more of this. Because we've got a bit to go. You know, these games, these types of games are a little bit long, and so I'm thinking, where did the Kane come from? Why am I not getting alerts to talk about the Kane? Where did it come from? Oh, gosh. Okay, I guess I'm not getting them from the vertical streams. Do not give up. I've got this. Thank you, Joseph Riordan. For gold coin, 10 jewels are... I admit I don't know how the YouTube money works exactly, but thank you. Much appreciated for the vote of confidence to continue here. So we'll continue. We'll go a little bit longer at least. And Lum herself has been taken, I am afraid. I'll have to see why my combined chat stuff did not pick up your comment. I think this is only connected to the main YouTube stream, and for some reason when I reinitiated this, it didn't connect to the vertical one, is what's happening there. So I'll try and keep an eye on that stream here around the walkthrough, since my streamer bot did not connect to both of them. Sorry about that. Kane tottaro. All right. Let's see what we've got going on for us here in Act 3, shall we? Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Yeah, the manga. I have not read all of the manga or watched all of the anime. I am a little bit more passively familiar with Urusei Yatsura, let's say. I know the characters that everybody knows, and I've been constantly having to look up people, be like, who is that again? Who is that again? And this happens to be, who is this? Inaba Koshi, Bees no Inaba Koshi desu. Chigau ka? Chigau. This is not Inaba Koshi from Bees. He does not look anything like that. And he's not saying, wah, yeah! That's the way you can really tell what Inaba it is does he say, wah, yeah! If he doesn't, it's probably not the one from Bees. All right. This is Inaba. Domo hisashiburi desu. So, Inaba, it's been a long time. That's Robin. Robin desu yo, Jaksu. Robin da. Yoshikazuya. Chigau. Inaba koshi jane. All right. Moving on. We're looking around. We're looking around the area. And we see that this is a snowy field with a door in the middle of the snowy field, as you often see in the middle of snowy fields. Oh, this? Ah, naruhodo. Okay, yeah, maybe. I can kind of see that. Yeah, in his blonde incarnation, this could be him. I'll buy into that. You got me there. And so we're going to talk to Inaba-san here. Inaba. There's no coincidence that you're here, right? His response wasn't, why, yeah! Unfortunately. Lose my mind if that's... Robin Chuan! Alright. We're gonna ask Inaba about the masked figure that we saw earlier. Who was it? It's like I can't say, but I got a message from him that he'll be waiting in the gem room. What in the world is the gem room? And I suppose that's probably the next thing we're going to be asking, right? Oh, yeah. Or wait, we're going to be... here we go. That's right. We had to pick his name first. So let's ask about what the heck that... Osaki no heya te nanja. It's the room inside of the Room of Fate. That makes things so much more clear. And apparently all the women who he's kidnapped are there. So that's a thing. And we're going to ask him once again about the hooded figure. Okay, so he left this with me. Wait, does Inaba have cat paws? Is that... Well, I wasn't imagining that, right? It showed a cat paw holding that gem. So... I don't know how that works, but apparently that's how it works. And so we're gonna look, and we're gonna look at the ring that was just handed to us, because jewels seem to be a theme in this game. It seems. Alright. Jewels seem to be a theme in this game, so let's look at the ring. So what do we use this ring for? Okay, it's a proof of love to the person that you love the most. Yeah, what are you talking about? That cheesy stuff. Let's see here. We're gonna ask him about himself. We don't have enough time. We have to hurry up and save Lum. All right, that's fair enough. So we're gonna go into the door. All right, so he's going to guide. It's very polite. His speech is very polite. So I'll guide you through the door. Be careful. Oh. This is strange. This is the Room of Fate. How do you know? And his dreams of becoming a harem, the whole harem thing, all that stuff that's sort of present throughout a lot of Rumiko Takahashi stuff, to be honest, right? Let's see. So let's talk to him. Where's the room of gems? It's a little bit from here. We'll pass all sorts of different futures on the way here, so definitely don't, go astray. It's like, whatever, let's just hurry up and get there. This is the future. It's like, that's the park, right? This is a future, very near future. Let's see here. We're gonna look around. So this is the park. It's someone, someone with their kids, someone with their family. We're gonna look at the couple here. That's... Okay, is that Ataru? Yep, it is. He's seeing himself. The future version of himself. With Shinobu, I think? Yeah. And so let's see, we're gonna talk to the future Shinobu, I guess. You can't do that. Like, don't mess. It's the time travel thing, right? It's like, you can't mess with the future. Leave the future alone. What has it ever done to you? So we're gonna talk to him about Shinobu. It's like, I get married to Shinobu in the future? That's what's in this future, yes. And now we're gonna ask him about Lum. What happened to Lum? I don't know. She may not exist in this version of the future, right? He did not ask for spoilers. All right. And now we have to just talk to him regularly. We gotta hurry up and find Lum. Give me to the rule of gems. And apparently he's lost his way. It's probably this way. Let's move. What is this room with like this not recliner, it was like a lounge chair or something? Let's see here. All right, so we're now in this section, so we're going to look at the person sleeping in this chair. A young man is reading a book and taking a nap. How nice for him. That sounds like a great thing to be doing right now. All right. We're gonna now look at the young man. Oh, I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. And we're gonna look at the wall. Nothing strange there. Okay, did I look at the wrong thing? Look at the window, or sorry, the, window. Stained glass. And so, hold on, did I do this wrong? Yeah, okay, he's doing that. We're looking at the guy. Yeah, I still feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Okay, that was looking at him maybe the second time. Yeah, sorry about that, Starlight Midori Land. We our tornado warning cleared minutes after I ended the stream, so bad prediction on my part, I guess. Let's see. We're gonna now look at... I still feel like we haven't discovered that this is actually Mendel yet. Let's see here. So I feel like we haven't gotten the right options yet. Oh, here we go. And now we look at the picture. Oh! It's a taco. Taco? And taco octopus are associated with the Mendel family, I guess. So that's what... Yeah. Is this Mendel? And so now we actually look at Mendel. Mendel Xena. Yep, that's Mendel. Oh, Moroboshi. Yeah, that's that. I recognize that idiotic face anywhere. Let's see here. We're gonna talk to him. It looks like you've come here from the past. Aren't you knowledgeable? As I thought, Lum isn't with you. What's going on, Mendo? Do you know something? And we're gonna ask Mendo. How many years has it been? I don't remember. That day, since the day that Lum disappeared before us. Oh, that's a thing. That's a thing. Let's see here. We gotta keep asking Mendo questions. Of course we searched for her, but we weren't able to find her. And, well, what happened then? We were sad that she was gone for a while. But then, you know, we just kind of moved on. All right, and we may not be fully complete now, but, you know, we went on to live happy lives. And he's like, well, that's stupid. I have nothing else to say to you. It's all in the past. And so now I think we're gonna think. This is no joke. Okay, it's like this may be in the past for you, but it's the present for me. It's the guy in the black mask. Oh, this is where you are. I was looking all over for you. I finally figured out where to go. It's like, all right, so we're going to the room of gems after all. Did the game start off? No, she actually got abducted fairly recently, Enerjax. We went through most of the first two sections of the game with her kind of tagging along with Ataru, but what had been happening was that different characters were getting mysteriously kidnapped, and we weren't really sure who they were being kidnapped by until this fellow in a black mask and all this like black garb showed up. And he was kidnapping only the ladies, and there are many, many ladies in Urusei Yatsura, as it turns out, and Lum was the most recent one he managed to nab. So she's only recently gone. But right now, we're... Oh. Yep, you're going to Lum, huh? Of course. All right. This may not be any of my business, but if you find Lum again, like, don't ever leave her side. It's like, oh, why are you being so serious? See you later. Okay, so this is the Room of Gems, inside of the Room of Fate. All right, let's see here. And so we're going to look at our ring, our yubiwa. It doesn't look like it's particularly strangely colored or anything. Something about reacting to Lum earlier, and if the ring turns black, it means that Lum is... Because this whole thing, it's about, like, your true love and whatever. It's like, whatever you do, don't let the ring go dark. All right, don't let the ring go dark. Got it. All right. We're talking to him. Oh, yeah, he totally has, like, a cat, like... I don't know, is that like a... Is he wearing, like, a kigurumi? Or, like, maybe he's just wearing a kigurumi. Let's see. It's like, oh, she's somewhere far away. What do you mean by that? So I suppose we have to talk to him again. She's in the innermost room. But you also have to save all of the other women as well. We don't have time. Go. Run. All right. I'll wait here for them. Go for it. All right. Okay, so now we're in kind of like a hallway type deal here. So let's see what the deal with this is. Hold on a second. We've got enter room 2 by approaching it using the... Okay. What? Oh, did I? Is it actually taking my directional inputs now? Hold on a second. Enter room 2 by approaching it. Room 2. Do these have numbers on them? I guess they do. Okay, that's 1. So let's see. 2. It's got to be one of these on the sides, right? Okay, so here's 2. All right, so we're going into room 2. You will need to get used to this corridor as you'll be spending the rest of the chapter here. Okay, so it's just kind of explaining. Okay. So we're entering room 2. Whoa! What is this? We're in like a war? All right, we're looking around. What is this place? Are they having a war? They're like running around in tanks. All right, so we're gonna look at the Sensha, the tank. That's Sensha. Sensha. That's a tank that I've never seen before. We're gonna look at it again. Okay, it's been, hit. It's on fire. We're gonna look around again. We spotted one of the ladies. Who did we spot? We're gonna look. Or spotted a lady. Oh, it's a woman soldier. So I assume we're gonna look at her and talk to her. Who are you? Are you an enemy? No, not with that stupid face. I love how everyone's calling Ataru's face stupid throughout pretty much this entire thing. All right, we're talking to her. It's like, all right, it doesn't look like you're an enemy no matter what. It's like, how could I be an enemy of someone so beautiful as you? Phew. It's like, if you're a civilian, like, you're better off getting out of here. I guess that's true. Let's see here. We're gonna ask her about Lum, it looks like. Have you seen the girl in a tiger striped bikini? Now, why would I know anything about that? Is that a new weapon? Okay, so yes, the enemy's greatest weapon, the woman in a tiger striped bikini. Let's see. So I think I have to start using gems here. It looks like. Yep. So we have to use the diamond. Why do you have a diamond? All right. It's gonna make me go down the list here. That's not good for anything. It'll be the emerald. It's like an emerald alone's not gonna feed me. Ruby, how about a ruby? It's like, what do you? Okay, so you showed me a ruby. What? Sango? Is anyone familiar with the gem called Sango? Apparently it's a real thing, but like I know a diamond, I know a sapphire, I know an emerald, I know a ruby, but I don't know Sango. But she does. It's like, okay, what about it? That's a Sango. What about it? And so now we're gonna show her the pearl. That's not good for anything, but it is pretty. All right, and I suppose okay, so was that just to get dialogue from her? We talking to her again. You sure got a lot of gems, don't you? I actually used to really like gems. And then I took an arrow to the knee. I'm doing this now. But it used to be my dream to dress up in like fashionable clothes, sit on a park bench, and read my book about the gems that I loved. So sad change of events, I guess. Okay, and so now I'm just leaving? Alright. That's interesting. Just getting in, just filling in story, I suppose. Alright, let's see. So now we have to go to room 10. We don't exactly know which one room 10 is, but we gotta move back, I suppose, and then just look to the sides until we get to room 10. That's room V. 10 is probably back here or something. No, not yet. I'm guessing we're probably, like, back, even maybe back here or something. Yeah, there's room X. Alright. Oh, this looks pleasant. Much more pleasant than a war. Alright, so we're looking around. There's a woman sitting on the bench reading a book. Is this the same woman? It could be, it's like out of a painting. We're gonna look at her. She's cute. Seems like I've seen her somewhere before. I wonder if she's the same one. And we're gonna talk to her. So even she thinks so. Haven't I met you somewhere before? It's like we must be connected by a fate, by a red thread. Alright, so apparently we gotta show her all the jewels again. This is just what we're gonna do. We're just gonna stroll up to women and we're gonna show them an assortment of jewels until something happens. That seems like a perfectly reasonable course of action to me. Oh, it's a diamond with wonderful cutting. Sapphire. Beautiful sapphire. Emerald. That's the first time I've seen an emerald that big. That's such a big ruby. Is that real? No, it's fake. These are all fake. Sango. That's a Sango. I knew immediately. I sure didn't. I don't think I've ever seen a Sango in my life. All right, the pearl. That's a beautiful, wonderful pearl. All right, great. So now I'm gonna talk. Now that I've shown you all these, you sure have a lot of jewels. No, these are all birthstones. Is there a reason for that? It's a birthstone. What's that? I didn't think about the fact that they were all birthstones, but yeah, I suppose that's true, isn't it? So we're asking her about birthstones. And she's explaining what birthstones are, basically. Okay. And I guess we're leaving the room after that. So now we want... we don't have to show people all the gems in every room, apparently. I'm looking ahead a little bit, and this is not a thing we have to do quite every single time. We want room 8, which I'm guessing is not here. No. Probably the next set. There's 8. Oh, okay. This is interesting. It is rabbits having tea. Angry-looking rabbits having tea. I am back, Chibi UFO. They canceled the tornado warning about 5 minutes after I stopped. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna restart. And if people come back, that's great. If not, I get it. So that's kind of how that whole thing went. I don't think it was necessarily a hasty decision, but nonetheless. And so now we're moving on into chapter 3 here, and we're walking into all kinds of crazy rooms and this weird dimension, and things are happening. So we're gonna talk to these rabbits. Hey, you guys. Oh, it's a visitor. It's not, I'm not a visitor. And it's like, no, Inaba brought me here. What's going on? And now that you mention Inaba's not here, where did he go? It's like, you're not listening to me. All right, so we're going to ask him about the door. It's like, is the door here related to gems in some way? You got it. It's made out of birthstones. The door knob is made out of birthstones. Apparently. And so now with that piece of information, we're going to leave the room. And we're going to find room 9, which I'm guessing is over here. No, sorry, room 11. Which I think was back one. Maybe over here, perhaps? Yes, there it is. Room 11. So now, okay. What is happening? All right, we're gonna look around the room. Yep, okay, it's more rabbits, and we're gonna look at the rabbit. It's like, it looks like they're working with glass. Oh, no, hold on. We're gonna talk to the rabbit. What do you want? This is the holy factory of fate. I guess they make fates here. They make fate stainite here. We got any fate stainite fans in the crowd here? I am one. I haven't watched the most recent Fate thing, but I like some of the classic ones. All right, so we're gonna ask him about the Fate Factory. Okay, it's the Fate Factory where they manufacture all sorts of different types of futures. We're gonna ask him about him. He has the very important job of making knobs here. So obviously we're gonna ask him about knobs. Yeah, the door won't open if you don't have knobs. So I make knobs to open the doors. You dummy. All right. And we're going to ask him about the Room of Gems. Where is that door? That's a special room. Because it has the doorknobs that are made out of birthstones. Is that the only reason it's special? Maybe it is. Okay, and so we're gonna go to our Mochimonos, and we're gonna show him any of the. Is it legendary? It's certainly weird, even if it's not legendary. So I'm glad. I'm glad you think so. Let's see here. We're gonna show him any of the 5. No, it's true. The theme for this is Urusei Yatsura games, and we happen to be on the PC Engine game, but we are indeed on the PC Engine game, so it's a little bit of a happy coincidence there. But I love the PC Engine, so like you will certainly see more PC Engine games on this stream in the future. That is a promise. All right. But we are going to show him any of the 5 stones. We'll show him the Sango. Woohoo! That could be a material for the knobs. I'll make a knob out of that one. I'll take all your stones. What if I don't want to give them to you? What if I want to keep my stones? I like them. Oh, never mind. He took them and made the knob. Okay, so he made a knob out of the pearl. You may know more about it than I do. I am passingly familiar with Urusei Yatsura. I'm by no means an expert. Some of the games we try to do anime licensed games on Thursdays here now. I think some of the ones I'll do in the future, I am a little bit more knowledgeable on the series of it. I like Urusei Yatsura, I just don't know a ton about it. Okay, so we're gonna leave this room. And we're looking for room number 6, which I feel like might be maybe up here? No, that's not it. Maybe over here. There we go. There's room number 6. Wait. Room number 6, right? Oh, we gotta use the knob. Because if you look, we can't actually choose to open this door, probably because it has no knob. And so we're gonna use the white knob, and look, we put the... That's how doorknobs work, right? You just stick them in. You just stick them right in the door, and it just works. It's not how doorknobs work. I promise you that's not how doorknobs work. All right, this looks like it's Oyuki. Is that her name, Oyuki? Oyuki-chan? Oyuki-san? And so we've moved inside of the room. We're gonna look around. There's a big glass case in it, and we're gonna look at the case. That looks like Oyuki to me, yeah. Oyuki's trapped in there, and we're gonna talk to her. We can talk to her through the glass, I guess. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Does anyone have favorite Urusei Yatsura characters then, for any of those of you who are familiar with the series? I feel like I don't know enough of them to have. I kind of like Cherry. I guess I'll say Cherry. I don't know though, Kotatsu Neko, the fact that there is a giant cat that is always under a kotatsu, I don't know, I might change my answer to Kotatsu Neko. I think that's the most fitting answer for me. Let's see here. So we want to talk to Oyuki again. I'll get you out of there. And we're gonna I mean, Lum's a classic choice, right? Who doesn't like Lum? A solid choice. Lum's got real character. We're gonna hit the glass case, so we're trying to like bust it down or something maybe. Nope, that's not working. We're gonna kick the glass. Yeah, that just caused him to hurt himself. And we're gonna talk to Oyuki again, probably be like, sorry, I can't get you out. Yeah, she's like, you can't break that with your bare hands. It's like, looks like I have to use some type of a tool to do it. And with this, we probably have to leave the room and go look for tools, which we will now do. Looks like we have to go to room 11, which was that one we were in already? I don't remember. I think room 11 was like up here, maybe, right? Or no, sorry, back. Probably at the very back. 10, so maybe on the other side. Yep, there's 11. And we were already in here, but we're probably gonna talk to this guy and like maybe ask for some type of tool. Give me a glass cutting tool. Oh, here we go. Here's a cutter. Kata. All right. Let's see. And we're leaving the room. And we're going back to room 6, and we're gonna use the cutter. What was it? Was it up here? Was it here? That's 4. Maybe it was 1 back. Go 1 back. Was it here? Yeah, here we go. So we're back in 6, and we're going to use the glass cutter. There you go. Oh, it cut it. It's that easy, huh? Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We're going to talk to Oyuki. Who is the black mask guy who brought you here? I don't know. Talk to her again. Let's hurry up and get out of this room. All right, good advice. Let's get out of the room. All right, he told her where the exit is. So I guess she's going off on her own. We've freed Oyuki. Oh gosh, no, I've played a lot of PC Engine games. Is it the first one I've streamed? I feel like I've streamed some other stuff on the PC. I've at least streamed some PC Engine ports of games. Like, I know I streamed the PC Engine CD port of Double Dragon 2. Is definitely one I've done on stream. I'm playing all of these emulated, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I do have real PC Engine hardware. I have a Duo R. I have a decent little collection. I don't think I've done too many of them on stream. Double Dragon may have been it, but I'd have to go back and look through the streams that I've done so far to be absolutely sure about that. Plenty more in store, though. Don't you worry. Let's see here. 11. We gotta go back to 11, which I think was down here, right? Yeah, back to 11. And then we're talking to this guy again. Oh, he made a knob out of Sango. So we're just gonna come back and like get different knobs from him, apparently, is how this is gonna work. No, this is a PC Engine CD game. This is the PC Engine CD-ROM. I have done I don't know if I've done I've done some Sharp 6, like I did the Sharp X68000 port of Final Fight. I haven't done too much stuff with Japanese computers. But this one in particular is a PC Engine CD title. Let's see. We want room number 3, which I assume is going to be pretty up front here. Maybe like right here. So that's 4. Maybe to this side. That's 5. So it's going to be up 1. Maybe here. I said here. That's 2. 3 will be right here. We got to use the knob. Put the knob on that door. Oh, it's got to match the color of the sign on the door. I see. I'm just picking up on that. Oh! All right. So, this is fun. We're looking around. It looks like a jungle. Oh, that's Ben 10. And we're going to talk to Ben 10. What are you doing? You think I'm doing this because I want to? Like, but what are you doing? Can't you see? I'm trapped. So of course the logical thing to do when Ben 10 is trapped is just to ask Ben 10 questions. What were you caught by? A bean? Yeah, what do you mean? Okay, I didn't hear exactly how they pronounce that kanji. Like Sika's kanji is for what? Like secret and hair? Some type of bean? Let's see. Oh, hold on. We got the kanji for it written here. Karikami. I'm not really sure how you would... Let's see if they say... Dohatsu mame. Okay, it's a bean that absorbs energy from anger and flies through the sky. Okay. All right. How did you get such a thing? I should stop being angry, but... Alright, Ben 10. Oh, hold on. I was not maybe supposed to... Okay, who are you caught by? Doesn't matter. Hurry up and get me out of here. Okay, hold on. I'm not picking the right things here. Hold on. Let's see here. I think we have to look. Okay, we have to look. It doesn't look like I can break these with just using my hands. Like, I can't get you out of this. Listen. It has a weakness. Weakness? We're asking about the weakness. What is the weakness? It's weak to cold. Whether it's ice or dry ice or whatever, just bring something cold. Okay, so we gotta leave the room and we gotta find something cold and we gotta go back to the entrance. All the way back to the entrance. And now we have to look at Oyuki. Oyuki's here. Wait. She's like an ice. What do you call the like the ice woman? Like the Why am I blanking on the name of it? The demon kind of thing. And we're gonna talk to her, explaining the situation. All right, I'll come and help you right away. It's like, go there ahead of me. And telling her where Ben 10's room is. All right, and so now we're going back to room 3. Right here? Right here. All right. Wait, hold on a second. Yep, okay, sorry, I just lost my place in the thing here. We're entering room 3. Yep, and I've got Oyuki, so it's gonna be okay. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm gonna make it a little bit cold, so bear with me. Hold on, Oyuki. Ah! Yeah, Yuki-on, but not the actual name, but I'm trying to think of what they call, like, things like Yuki-on, like a yokai. A yokai is more, I guess, kind of like, I don't know if she qualifies as a yokai or not, though. That kind of thing. Let's see. We did this, and now we've got to talk to Ben 10. Who is the black mask guy? I didn't really get a good look. But thanks for saving me. I think we got to talk to her again. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's get out of here, Ben 10-sama. Alright, we're leaving the room. And there, as we rescue each person, they go to wait by the entrance. And so, let's see here. We're going back to room 11, it looks like, to get another knob from the rabbit. That's 11 here. Not quite. It's hard for me to tell, like, how many clicks I need to move backward here. Alright, and so the rabbit probably has more for me. Yep, this looks like the ruby one. Yeah, I was thinking yokai was a decent approximation, but I'm not super up on my yokai, so I don't know if, like, that's technically correct or not. We'll say it's correct. How about that? Okay, so now we are going to room 7, which I assume is probably like somewhere up here, maybe. That's room 6. We want room 7 on the other side. Yes, it is. And we gotta use our knob. And we're going into the room. So we got another cell with like an MS Paint ass looking girl in it. The art, I think, in this game has been pretty good. Like, these PC Engine games can be a little bit hit or miss with their art. I don't live in Japan. No, it's not. I don't mind you asking at all. I don't live in Japan. I've visited several times, and I've studied Japanese for quite a long time now. So I'm just kind of putting some of my skills to use on stream here. I don't play exclusively games that don't have fan translations, but you know, when one comes up, if it's not, you know, vocabulary that's about like government or nuclear proliferation or something that I just is way over my head, I can handle Urusei Yatsura dialogue pretty well, so I try and do my best to translate my way through some of that stuff, so it is the service that I can offer. Let's see here. We're gonna look around. Oh, thank you. I've studied it. I mean, I've been studying it for a long time, but it hasn't been like consistent. Like I've done starting and stopping over the years. So like, given the number of years I've studied, I should actually be way better than I am. But like, it hasn't been that many years of like consistent, constant study. Like some years I've just been picking at it. Some years I've gone real in. But I do some translation work as well, mostly around like video game ephemera. Like I translate a lot of, you know, and there's it's not a plug for that specific thing, but like if you go to 1millionpower.com, that's where a lot of my translations live. And so I'll do things from different Japanese game magazines and different developer interviews, kind of like Shmupulations, if you're at all familiar with that site. Shmupulations has a much bigger catalog than I do, but I tend to pick at kind of the weirder stuff, I would say. Whereas I think I keep calling it Shmupulations, but I think it's just Shmupulations. I keep mispronouncing that. But they do a lot more run-of-the-mill stuff, like, you know, oh, it's an interview with Shigeru Miyamoto, it's an interview with Koji Kondo, and that stuff's great. It's very valuable. I'm not trying to put them down, but like I pick the weirder stuff with the weirder creators and like the stuff that is more kind of deeper, the depths of Japanese game magazines. And I like Japanese music a lot, so I do some stuff with that. Oh, Plumfield Kimono, thank you for the follow. Welcome. We gotta figure out who this MS Paint girl is in this cell is though. All right, so yep, we got a cage. And so is this Ori? Ori in this case they're just really just talking about the cage, I think. And I think this is probably Ran in here, judging by the sprite. Oh, yes. She looks quite a bit better close up, don't you think? Than that MS Paint looking drawing that was there from a distance. So we're gonna talk to Ran. Daddy, you came to save me. Of course. All right. I think we got to talk to her again. But how do I open this cage? There's a panel on the cage, right? All right. So yep, we're gonna examine the panel. There's switch and panel. You use the panel to enter the password, and then the cage will open. All right, so we're gonna go and work the panel. Oh, look at this. We can enter the password. I am cheating here because I'm using a walkthrough, but it's probably not too crazy to think that the password might be love. Love machine. And we freed Ran. Look at that. We're gonna talk to her a couple times. Rest easy. Oyuki and Benten are safe. They were captured too, huh? Yes, they were. Was it the guy in the black mask who kidnapped you? I don't really know. I just want to hurry up and get out of here. All right. I don't think I need to talk to her again. Yeah, that's just the same thing. I think we just leave the room. Nope. We're leaving the room. Yeah, she's gonna go join them. Thanks for saving me. And then, of course, we're going back to the rabbit. Oh, nope, we went too far. Nope. We're moving back. So what here? This was 11, right? No, I was one back. It's hard to tell what the way these clicks work. All right, we're going in here. We're getting our next knob. He's got a new knob for us, I'm sure. Yep, there's the emerald one. And so, with our emerald knob, we're going to go to room 5. Which is what, maybe here-ish? There's room 6, so maybe it's on the other side. Nope, room 7, so we're back 1. Back 1. Maybe here? Nope. Other side. No, okay, sorry, we went the wrong way. We need to go forward. 1, 2. Right? Nope, I didn't actually go forward 2. One more. There we go. There it is. And we're going to use the knob. And go in the room. And we are in the desert, apparently. And so now this is one of those rooms where you just gotta wander until you find the thing. So we're going west, we're going north, we're going east, we're going north. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm getting this right. Yep, north. West. Oh, look at that. And now we're looking around. I've started seeing illusions. No, that's not an illusion. That's Ryu-chan. But Ryunosuke? Was that Ryunosuke was her full name? So let's see. But we still gotta move, apparently. So we gotta move, yep, we gotta move east. We gotta move south. We gotta move east. And we gotta move north. And there's a tent. Yeah, what's that tent? So now we're gonna look at the tent. It's a dirty tent. That's what it is. We're gonna move into the dirty tent. I wonder if there's anyone here. Chetty! Oh, thank you. Thank you, Plumfield. I really appreciate that. I'm glad people are liking the videos. The scrolling down the belt that came out on X-Men just earlier this week is actually doing shockingly good numbers for what that series usually does. Like, I usually don't get super high view counts on those. Maybe it's just X-Men. Maybe it could be a number of things. I changed the way I do the titles a little bit. But yeah, thanks. I'm gonna keep putting those out. I'm doing them a little bit less frequently these days because I try to take some time to look at some more long form stuff as well. And I'm streaming now, so the streaming takes up time too. But appreciate the support on those, and I'm glad people are coming around to them. It is a narrow topic, so I'm always happy when there's regulars who come back for them. Let's see. So Cherry, we found Cherry. What's he making some nabe or something here? Yep, he's making nabe in this heat. Like, wow, how crazy he's making nabe in this heat. And we're gonna talk to him. How did you get in here? Nah, don't worry, don't sweat the details. Don't sweat the details. Alright, we're gonna talk to Cherry again. It's like, well, you want some nabe? It's like, aren't you thinking anything about temperature? Eating nabe in the desert, that's what you do, I guess. All right, I guess we're not really doing too much with Cherry. We're just gonna go back outside. It's like I wasted too much time here. Cherry is pretty cool though. I like Cherry. Let's see, we're gonna move south. We're gonna move west. Got a lot of directions here, so hold on, I'm just keeping this highlighted. We're gonna move north. We're gonna move west. And we're going to look around here again, apparently. Ryu-chan is in ice in the desert somehow. And then we're going to look at Ryunosuke. Yeah, shouldn't this be thawing if it's this hot out? Oh, and there it is. It's thawed. Ryu-chan. And now we get to talk to Ryu-chan a couple of times here. Are you okay? I wasn't sure what was going to happen to me if I stayed that way for much longer. Did you see the victim or the guy's face? Let's see. Yeah, that's right. For those of you who weren't around for this part of it, Ryu-chan got kidnapped and fell into a cage because a bra was placed on the ground and Ryunosuke stopped to pick it up and was caught in a trap. So Ryunosuke did not see anything. But it was the guy in the black mask and the black cloak who brought me here. So that's confirmation of that. Oh, yeah. I guess I already talked enough times. So let's see. We've got that. So now we're going to move some more. Okay, Ryu's going to get back on their own. And so now we're going to go south. And we're going to go west. And we're going to go south again. And we're going to go east. And then we're going to leave the room. So now we're going back to 11 to get the key again. Was it here? No. One more? Yep. All right. Rabbit, give me another doorknob. Thank you. The sapphire knob. And so for this one, we need to go to room 9, which might be just one tick up here. Maybe. There it is. We're going in. And we got another MS Paint trapped in the cage here. It looks like a dungeon. And we're gonna look at the cell. Someone's in there. It's Sakura! And I suppose we're probably gonna talk to Sakura. Are you okay? Like I went unconscious and I ended up here. It's like, can you search for the key to the cell? So, looks like we have to talk to some people, so we gotta move out of here, and we gotta go all the way back to the entrance. Oh. And so we have to talk to Inaba-kun. Wow, yeah! We have to ask Inaba about the key. Do you have a key to her cell? Someone had it at, what is that? Ochakai? Would that be like what I think it is? Yeah, at a tea party? Okay, so someone at a tea party had the key to her cell, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but okay. Oh, the rabbits were having a tea party in room 8, right? So what would that be like here? Maybe back one. Back here? Yeah. So we gotta go talk to these angry rabbits who were at the tea party. Yeah, would you give me the key to Sakura's cell? How did you know we had it? You know, your friend Inaba told on me. How could he do this? How could she do this to us? Give me the key. So, interesting thing here. So, 彼女を閉じ込めたのは、稲葉くんの黒幕に頼まれた. Like, but he said he was asked to do it by Inaba's kuromaku. So how would you translate kuromaku? Like it's like a you know, on his orders, I guess, like on, you know, a kuromaku is like the person behind the scenes, like the manipulator. I don't know if am I reading too much into that? I don't know if he'll end up being somehow like responsible for this or something. Okay, so gave us the key. And let's see here. We want to go, this was back to room 9, right? No, it's a little too far up. No, that's room 8. Was it this one? Yeah, it's this one. All right, so now we're gonna use Zakagi to free Sakura. And we're gonna talk to Sakura. Who are you caught by? I don't really remember. Talk to her again. We gotta go search for Lum. How did you know that Lum was missing? It's like I'm... Yeah, I'm a spirit medium, I guess you'd say. Yeah, nothing to worry about from her anymore. Oh, hello, Chazzy Chaz95. Sorry if your message was there in a chat for a little while. For some reason, the YouTube vertical chat is not really showing up in my chat widget here, so apologize for seeing this late. A birthday shout out to your husband Wayne Kerr, who's watching from the Netherlands. Oh my gosh, happy birthday, Wayne. Sorry if I missed you there. Usually this comes up in my my combined chat widget, but I had to restart due to a tornado warning, which didn't end up coming to pass. So I got a little. I think my stream stuff got a little bit discombobulated here when I restarted it a whole 5 minutes after. A whole 5 minutes after the warning came up and made a big old fool of myself. So apologies if I saw your message a little too late there. Let's see here. So we're going back to the to room 11 to get ourselves another knob from the rabbit. This should be the last one, I think. The last knob. The diamond knob. Let's see here. So, approach room 4. So we're going quite a ways up for room 4 here. I assume maybe about here? Yeah. Give me that knob. You're a knob. I don't know who I'm talking to there. Right. So let's see here. Going into the room. More MS Paint. It's another weird room with iron bars. Let's see here. Alright. We're gonna look. Oh, it's Shinobu! Finally! Shinobu was the one who was missing originally, where this all started, for those who didn't didn't see the first stream of this. Ataru-kun! And then we're talking to Shinobu, we're talking to Shinobu again. Who got you? Don't ask that question right now. Okay. I'm gonna ask you about what's going on here. It's Shinobu. There are 4 levers beneath the door for how to open this. Yes, there are. So, looks like I gotta look at the levers. Yep, second girl in the series. I definitely know Shinobu, because how could you not? She's there, like, right away. Let's see here. So I need to work the levers, and let's see. Pull down the levers in this order. Second from the right. Yoink. Wow, they go down pretty quick. Second from the left. Right. Left. Ba-boom. There's something I want you to tell me. Okay. Oh, second best girl. Yes, I can see that. Shinobu is she's a. I feel like after Shinobu and Lum, like all the choices get kind of weird. I don't know. I'm sure many fans would disagree with that, but like you seemed a little bit weird earlier. Is there something you're worried about? You know, tell me. We're friends, right? It's like, don't... it's like, don't, you know, you can't... Whatever, we can't leave Lum. Alright, so something's clearly going on here. So, I think Lum is the last one we have to rescue. Yeah, you gotta find Lum as soon as possible. And then, we go to room 1 down at the end of the hall here. And let's see. We have to look at the door first, I believe. It's open, and so we can just go on in. I think this will put us into our the next and final act. Wait for me, Lum. I'm coming, girl. Act 4. Stay with you. The rest of the lyrics kind of don't really work. Whoop. Hold on a second. I'm just going to make a save state here just in case. There's a big door. Indeed, there is a big door. Okay. Looking around. It's like, all right, this is the room of trials. I don't know how he knows that, but okay. What a big door. And we're going to look at said big door. It's locked with a large key. All right, and so we're going to look at the key. It's a big key. It sure is. And then we're going to look at the door again. There's a big keyhole. None of these things are surprising to me. And we're going to look at the big keyhole. It looks like you can use a key to open it. These are all very reasonable observations to make about a door with a key and a keyhole. I agree with all of these things, Ataru. Let's see. We want to take the key. We can't reach it, apparently. It looks impossible, but maybe I should think of a different way to get it. And we want to look again at the door. Oh, what do we got? Oh, there's another, like a side door. Seems like that's the sort of thing you should have noticed earlier. And it's open. Looks like we should be going in. Oh, there he is. You finally arrived. Who are you? Your true love, Lum, is in the forest ahead. Can you reach her in time? It's like, when did Lum became like my, you know, best love, my ultimate love? Take this. Oh, are we gonna get sexy beamed? Oh, no, we got shrunk and put in a jar. It's a jar that makes you smaller. So you have to find the bin that makes you, the bottle that makes you big to undo it. All right, so we got to figure out what to do now. We're gonna look around us. He's gone. The mask guy is gone. And so it's just this bin, just this jar, or whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna look at that. It's a bin that makes everything smaller. It's like, who would make such a crazy thing? We're gonna look at the bin again. There's a label on the bottom of it. So we're gonna look at the label. Yeah, you have to get the separately sold large bin to get people back to normal. So we're gonna look around. There's a path that goes into the forest, and so we're gonna go into the forest. Because that's the only way we can go. And we're gonna move west. We're gonna look. Was that a bag? Can't find an exit. What is this? Yeah, what saifu? So like a wallet. I guess it's a wallet. And we're gonna look at the saifu. There's a name written on it. What does that say? Something of the... I have to hear how that was pronounced. Like something of the West. Let's see here, but that's probably telling us maybe something about directions or something. So we're gonna move east 3 times. Boom. Boom. Okay, is that a turtle working the fields? Is that what we got going on here? Let's see. Let's take a look around. There's a weird turtle working the fields. So we're gonna look at the turtle, obviously. He's wearing a straw hat, and he seems really human. And we're gonna talk to the turtle. Oh my god. It's like it's a rare visitor. It's like, I'm not small. Oh yeah, sorry. You're small. And he's like, I'm not small because I want to be. Let's see here. So I think we got to talk to him again. It's like, do you sell a bean that makes me big again? Kakashi no Gosaku don. Okay. Gosaku. Let's see if Gosaku has a... I feel like Gosaku does have a particular meaning. Gosaku. Maybe not. That could actually just be a name of a character. Either way. We've talked to the turtle, and so now we gotta go find the thing what makes us bigger, and so we gotta go west 4 times. Well, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Yeah, finding your way through this would not necessarily be the most fun thing in the world, I feel like, if you were doing this without a guide. Kakashi. Oh, is this like a scarecrow? That kind of Kakashi, maybe? Okay, so this is who we're looking for. Yeah. He's a scarecrow, alright. Yeah, is that you? Who are you? Let's see here, and we're probably talking to him again. I was turned small by a small guy, or turned small by a weird guy. Can you get me back? It's like, well, you have to buy it. It's like, well, I can't buy it. Well, then you're not gonna be turned back then. And so we have to think about him. Did you drop your wallet? How do you know about my wallet? So now we gotta talk to him again. I'll tell you where it is if you turn me back. Alright, well then I'll make an exception. And now he's back. And now tell me where my wallet is. It's in the forest just to the east. Alright, I'll go get it. If you want to get out of this forest, then you should head to the north. Alright, so we're going north. Where are we now? Alright, let's take a look around. There's a giant ring. Okay, we gonna do some wrestling? Or some boxing? Is that what's going on? Alright, so we're gonna look at the ring. Oh my god! This is kind of amazing. The hell? Uncorrectable error. What? What? Oh gosh, I don't think I made a more recent save point than this. I think that's quite... that's quite a bit of progress that was lost there, unfortunately. Because you can't see, but I'm moving this controller and like it is not. It is doing a whole lot of nothing. And I think my last save point was a little bit back here. Let's see, quite a ways back. I think we have to go through actually all those rooms. Oh no, I was so far. Well, actually, it wasn't as far back as I thought. Let's see if we can do some quick catch up here. It was right here at the big door. So let's see. Oh, weird. Even loading from the save point. Hold on. Let me restart this. See, PC Engine CD, but you get the boot screen, the PC Engine CD boot screen here. Okay, this is weird. Let me actually try restarting the emulator. One moment. Try reloading it from the beginning here. Okay, good. Good, okay. So let's see, let's try and make up our progress here real quick, and I'll maybe throw a save point, or maybe throw a save state down a little bit more quickly this time. Let's see, we're looking at... Yep, it's a big door. We're looking at the door. We're looking at the key. We're looking at the door. Keyhole. I believe we are taking the key. And we are, what, take key, look at the door again. Yep, find the side one. Look at the side one and move in. Drop some save estates as we go along here. Just in case that happens again. Maybe that was tied to a specific point on the game? It's hard to say. So we are quite close to the end here. So it would be a shame to have to give up. Yes. We went through this already. You get in the small bottle. Hi. Yes, yes, yes. We gotta find the bin to make us big again. Shouldn't take us very long to get back here. Let's see. We got the bin. We gotta look at the label. Yep, we gotta find the big bin. And then we want to move into the forest. Let's see here. And we're moving west. And we're looking around and we're seeing the wallet. There's the wallet. And we're moving, what? East, east, east. We're looking around, we're finding the turtle. We're talking to the turtle. Talking to the turtle again. Yep. We're telling us where to go to the scarecrow. Let's go ahead and drop another save point. Let's see here. So I think we're going back 4 times. Here we go. Let's see here. Look around. Talk to the scarecrow. You gotta buy the bin. We can't buy the bin. And we think about it. And we tell him about his wallet. And we get him to turn us back in exchange for the location of the wallet. Alright, we're going out north. We'll drop another save point after this, because this is about where it started screwing up. So the ring with the giant kaiju in it, with the door in his stomach. Look at that guy. His horn says Juck 10. His horn says weak point written right on it. You only got to see it for a second there, but it was there. Gonna look at the door. Yep, why is there a door there? Then we're gonna look around us. Oh, there's a bunny girl. Make a save right here. We're gonna look at Bunny. There they are. It's bunny girls, everyone. Oh, you got this far, huh? You've really done a great job. Let's see, and then we're gonna talk to the bunny. You wanna move on? It's like I actually want to spend some time here, so I'm a little I'm a little indecisive. Of course, he wants to spend time with the bunny girls. If you want to go ahead, you've got to pass through the door on the monster's stomach. Door on the monster's stomach. If you don't beat that monster, you can't get the door open. All right. Let's go. Let's get in the ring. I'm getting in the ring with the kaiju. Is he like actually? Oh, he's throwing punches. So let's see. So we can pick where to hit him. And I think we want to hit him in the stomach. We want to hit him in the stomach once. Boom. We want to hit him in the stomach again. Boom. He's doing a Kenshiro. Let's see, we're hitting him now in the face. Megaton punch! We're hitting him in the stomach again. You're no match for me. We're hitting him in the face again. Did you see my secret move, my hammer punch? Oh, it looks like he's changed forms. No, he's lowered his guard. Alright, so now we gotta hit him in the stomach again. Alright, and so now we gotta hit him. This animation of him punching is like one of the best parts that we've had in this, I think. His face. Megaton punch! Hit him in the face again. Hit him in the stomach. And here comes the finishing blow. His guard against his face is lowered even more, so now we can hit him in the horn, which was clearly labeled his weak point in the earlier cutscene. Here we go. This is the finishing blow. It just pops off. All right, we're looking at the ring. So now the door is left behind where he was standing. So if I can get through here, Lum is here. All right. So we're going to go inside, of course, and find Lum. It's time to save Lum. Maybe drop a save here, just in case. There's Lum. She's back. Darling. She's back. I'm so happy. You searched for me until the very end. What do you mean? Okay, and apparently, the thing I'm looking through says that the answer to the last question will change the ending, so it doesn't really say anything more than that, so we're gonna get what we get. I wasn't actually abducted. What do you mean? I'll explain from here. Oh. Oh! It was all a trap. Not a trap. Oh, everybody's here, so they were all in on it. You can't be decisive. That's the reason why he did this. About that thing. I think we all know what that thing means in this case. Don't get mad. Oh wait, saying something about how you know how Lum's planet exploded. And she came here in search of a new sun. I didn't quite catch all of that. It's like, why didn't you tell me? I could have helped. Okay, so we wanted to make one final memory for her. So they basically set this whole thing up. I think it's saying like she has to like go back to her planet or something like that. We did this all for Lum. There's one final memory. Just say one word. All you have to do is tell her that you love her. Won't you just say that one thing? Like, we can't just leave Lum hanging and they're all just kind of telling him, like, just say it already. Like, just give her this. Like, don't tell me you don't plan on saying it. It's like, final? It's like, it's just, I just want you to say this one last thing. It's like, you can't stay here on Earth? So we can say it or not say it. I mean, I feel like we should probably say it, right? We can see what happens in both cases also. I can make a save state here so we can kind of go back and see what the other one is. I'm gonna do the nice thing and say it for our first choice here. We're gonna say it. It's like, don't you know it even if I don't say it? But if it satisfies you, then I'll say it. Here we go. It says, don't go anywhere. It's like, I've got to go now. I don't have any regrets. Don't forget about me. We got an emergency message from Lum's father. Here's the message. On like a... It was a mistake, of course. My computer messed up. Anyway, you have nothing to worry about. I figured we'd get some type of ending like that. And no, Ataru was not very happy. Because he had to be he had to be emotional. Run! Like, I'm gonna let you get away. What is this? We got the kaiju, the boxing kaiju back there too. I'm not going to let you, you know, make her sad, that sort of thing. I don't know who this guy is. Inaba's here too. I was just thinking I was going to explain something to you. Even though we didn't, it's like he looks angry, even though we didn't do anything. Well, you were all kind of part of, well, they thought it was true, I guess, at some point, so. Like, he's not really angry, is he? What's up with him? He's crying as he's running after us. He's happy you get to stay. Aw. Daw. Yay! Was this I don't remember the too well what the other songs were in this. Was this one of them? Presume maybe this was an ending song or something, maybe? I don't know. Ending, okay. It's been a while since I've seen any episodes of this. That's the original show. I haven't seen the new one either, the one that they kind of remade. Open invitation ending 8. Quite a bit of English in this. For your information. It's not just her imagination. Yeah, a lot of these PC Engine games tended to use actual, theme songs from the source shows that they were from. I believe some of the Ranma ones did the same type of thing. Oh yeah, I know Inuyasha. I've definitely seen less of it. Ranma was probably the first anime that I ever saw, and so I've seen quite a bit of Ranma over the years. I like Maison Ikoku, even though I probably need to see or read more of it. But I really like the premise. And I've seen a smattering of Urusei Yatsura. Inuyasha I just wasn't as interested in. But obviously it's very popular. And I like some of the music that was chosen for the anime. Yeah, it's a pretty good ending. I like it. It's very evocative of that time in anime. Like the arrangement and the vocal style and everything like that. Yeah, Ranma. I watched a little bit of the Ranma remake, but it was just too one-to-one. Like, they didn't really change much of anything, and I was like, I don't really feel like I need... Oh, I will stay with you. Forever. So I was kind of like, I wish they would like do something a little bit different with it, and so I kind of fell off of the remake because of that. The original Ranma was very bloated. I felt like it took a long time to sort of accomplish anything. And that was, I guess, maybe my criticism of it. All right. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, hold on, let me get my PDF loaded up here. What we usually do after we play a game, if we can find the issues for it, is we like to give a little bit more context for some of these games and look at them in Japanese game magazines and kind of see how they did, like how Famitsu in particular rated them, just so we can kind of understand, like, oh, well, this, you know, this game was received this way, this game was received that way, this kind of thing. Spoilers for future ones there. So we'll play the, I don't know if there's anybody still on who even would recognize this, but you know what? We'll play it. There we go. All right. Let's see. This looks like a pretty good size for the stream here. Famitsu, of course, a very long running. They just celebrated their 40th anniversary, actually. Big name in Japanese game magazine. It's been around for a while. They've reviewed a lot of games. And so we're going to take a look at their cross review section. But since we're flipping through this, let's just see what else we run into. This was an issue from July 6, 1990 is when this issue is from. So we've got Kore ga Uwasa no TMNT da. So this is the famous Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So maybe an ad for like the NES game or something, perhaps. Oh, the Game Boy. It's one of the Game Boy games. Look at that. Let's see here. We'll skip through a bit of this here because I'm kind of running up on time. So I've got to push us along a little bit here. We hadn't had the whole weather thing, we might have been able to go through this a little bit more leisurely. So I'm going to quickly find. We got, yeah. And anybody have a any old Game Gear owners out there? Or no, sorry, this is not that. That is a Game Gear. This is a PC Engine. What was that? GT, was it the PC Engine GT? Like their portable, and like their TV tuners and things like this. Anybody here have a PC Engine or a Game Gear TV tuner? I did not have a TV tuner, though I had I did have a Game Gear for a brief period of time. Okay, here we are. So let's take a look. Let's zoom out a little bit here just to make this a tiny bit easier for me to read. So let's see. Again, we got reviews for a lot of different games here, but somewhere in here is our game that we finished playing tonight, Urusei Yatsura Stay With You, on the PC Engine CD-ROM. And it got ratings from Famitsu. It got pretty good ratings from Famitsu, I would say. We've got a 7.7, a 9, and a 7. So like very, very respectable for what that game was. And so we don't always necessarily read all of them, but we do like to read kind of the lowest scoring and the highest scoring ones. We can't really pick a lowest scoring one because all the rest are 7s. But we can at least say, okay, what did the highest person say? And maybe we'll pick one or two of the 7s here. So let's see here. It's full of a lot of visual scenes that are just like watching the anime. This is true. Then these draw in the player. So yes, okay, it is very, very based around the anime's visual style and kind of presenting you something that looks like the anime, right? I think we can all agree with that part of it. And of course, all of the character voices are the same as they were in the TV anime, which is quite a feat, really, when you think about it, because this game came out, you know, sometime after the anime had already wrapped. So like getting that voice cast all back together was quite an achievement, quite a treat for Urusei Yatsura fans at the time, I'm sure. But gemu to you kanji ga shimasen. So it's like it doesn't feel like a game, but obviously they may mean this in a good way because they rated it very high. So fans of Lum will be, I think this will really thrill Lum fans. There's not any particular mean puzzles, and the gameplay, I played through the game pretty smoothly. So like you may have had some directional fiddling, right? Like, what direction do I have to go back in? But yeah, they're right. Like for an adventure game, that one was pretty straightforward. Like even if I'd played that without a guide, I probably wouldn't have had too much of a problem with it ultimately, right? I don't feel like it wouldn't have been the cruelest or like worst adventure game that I've ever seen, that any of us had ever seen. I don't think so. I feel like that's a pretty accurate assessment of that Urusei Yatsura game in particular. So like if we look at some of the sevens, let's just look at our bottom 7 here. So like with the voices of the anime voice actors, it's an adventure game that's, you know, full of speech. Let's see here. There's no, again, like the previous reviewer said, there's no having to solve annoying puzzles. And if I were to classify it, I'd say it feels a lot like it's just watching the anime. If you're a fan, then you might as well buy it. Let's see here. It's the last line here. Animation no tempo ga warui no ga ki ni narimashita. Okay, so it says, but the last thing, trying to see what he's kind of getting at here. It kind of made him realize that the tempo, like the pace of the anime, might have, you know, been a little bit bad. I'm not really sure if he is talking about that in terms of the game or if he's talking to that in terms of the show. I don't know. I didn't feel like the pacing was really that bad. It was meant to be a game, not a show. So like, I didn't particularly see any problems there. Let's see here. Any other interesting nuggets? I'm just scanning to see if anyone says anything different. Most people are just saying, yeah, graphics, the voice actors, they're all here. So it's great for fans. So yeah, it's looking, the scenarios are pretty friendly for beginners and beginners of the show. Oh, redo desu ka? Ochina sensei, redo arigatou gozaimasu. Hi everyone. We you came in actually as we finished playing a game here. We might actually boot it up and go back and check out the alternate ending just so everyone can see what we were looking at. But we were looking at this issue of Famitsu because we just finished playing Urusei Yatsura, Stay With You. It was a game on the PC Engine CD-ROM that was about Urusei Yatsura. Let's, you know what? Since we have some new guests here, let's fire up. We did a save state right at the end of Urusei Yatsura when we had to make a big decision as to what to do, and we can at least take a quick look at the ending here and see what's going on with that, perhaps. Let me switch my scene back here. All right. One more time. Do we have any Urusei Yatsura fans or anyone who knows Urusei Yatsura at all? We had Lum was absent for a good portion of this game, but we ended up saving her at the end here. We'll just load this up. So here we had a part where we were basically so the whole thing was that a lot of the ladies of the cast of Urusei Yatsura seemed to have been kidnapped, but it was all staged because this was they wanted to make one final memory for Lum on Earth because she had to go back to her home planet. And so this thing was all staged to get Ataru to say that he loves her. And so this is where you get to choose, yes, this is Rumiko Takahashi. This was her, I don't know if it was her first manga, but it was an early one. I don't know, I know a little bit about Urusei Yatsura. I'm more familiar with some of her later works like Ranma, like Meisan Ikoku, and things like that. But I know the characters well enough. And so we answered you last time. So we told her that we loved her. And then they ended up finding out Lum's father called and said, actually, I made a mistake. You don't have to come home. None of this stuff is happening with the son. And Ataru got mad and chased after them, but was ultimately happy that Lum got to stay. So maybe we see what happens if we don't say it. If we don't say what everyone wants to hear. Let's see what happens. I'm not gonna, there's no way I'd say that. And of course, this makes everyone very mad that he won't even say it when she's about to go home. Don't forget about me. And it's basically the same thing is happening, actually. This is not really that different from the other ending. Here's the message from her father. And now he's going to say that actually his computer messed up and he was mistaken, so ha 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 ha. Oops. She's got nothing to worry about. You get to stay on Earth, Lum. But now this was all for nothing. And yeah, Ataru gets mad again. So basically, it's a very, very small difference in the ending. You guys. Yeah, the beginning plays what was it? Ramu no Rabusong dakke. And an ending plays here at the end. The ending plays like one of the ending songs from the Urusei Yatsura anime, apparently. I really only know Lum's love song and not anything else, I don't think, from the show. Jeremy8394, thank you for the follow. Welcome! The original opening is very good. It's a classic, right? That reminds me, I wanted to try to find something before this stream, actually. Yeah, I agree. Like, wasn't that kind of how all of, like, Takahashi's characters were, right? All the male characters would be like, oh, I really, you know, like Rama and Akane would be like, oh, I really love you, but I'm not gonna say it. And, like, that was just kind of how it always went, right? 70s and 80s anime, that's there's some good stuff in there. I think if you there's a certain vibe that stuff has, you know? And like if you're into that sort of thing, there's like so much anime from the 70s and 80s that kind of feels similar to this. And like the music from it is what I actually really end up liking, more so even than the shows themselves sometimes. It's just like how cool the music was for a lot of shows. Like music for anime it can still be good now, but there was definitely a whole feeling for it back at this point that you don't really get anymore, right? I wonder if I can find, while this is playing. This was an ending, apparently. I am not familiar with this song, but it's a pretty neat song. Let me see if I can find the thing that I wanted to find, or if this was my imagination. What was this from? I might find it I might try and find it for the next stream, because I'd have to scrub through a video and nobody wants me to do that. But I am pretty sure that one of my favorite anime-related musical groups, Animetaru. Do any of you guys know Animetaru? Animetaru? They're maybe it's music for old people like me at this point, but way back when I was in, gosh, I think it was when I'd gotten into college. one of the first Japanese CDs I bought was Anime Taru. And they're what they sound like. They're a heavy metal band who does heavy metal arrangements of like classic anime songs, like 70s and 80s anime songs. They're actually reuniting in November. And their singer is a very famous like Japanese heavy metal singer, Sakamoto Eizo, who, if we have any heavy metal fans out there, might know Anthem. The very famous Japanese heavy metal band Anthem from the 80s. He was their original singer. And so this is one of his side projects. But they did a version of Lum's Love Song, a heavy metal arranged version of it that maybe I'll try and find for the next stream. Demon-san, shitemasu ka? Sensei, shitemasu ka? Demon kakka. He's the emoji that Sensei is using here is also a very famous Japanese heavy metal singer, Demon Kakka. His how would you translate that? Like His Highness Demon from another pretty old Japanese heavy metal band, Seikimatsu. They're much more. We played Seikimatsu Akuma no Gyakushu on the Famicom, actually, many streams ago. If anybody wants to look up that VOD, that was I can't say it was a very fun game, but it sure was a game about Seikimatsu. Terebi de mita koto arimashita ka? I like all those old Japanese, well, not all of them, but most of them. I like Seikimatsu. I have a lot of Seikimatsu albums too. Ansem did do the Dragon Slayers 2 Xanadu image song. You're right about that, Starlight Midori Land. That was, I think, their one foray into anime and game music was that. I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, they were a pretty straightforward heavy metal band, I think. But yeah, Damon does sumo. He's a sumo commentator these days. I don't think Seikimatsu does as much music. They still do things sometimes. But he's been a sumo commentator for a long time now. And yeah, if you want to hear I'll reset this so that we can let the intro play for a second here. We'll restart it. And this is where YouTube will yell at me because I'm playing a copyrighted song, but that's okay. I believe it just plays on the title screen here. Maybe. There we go. This song. We all know this, right? This has been in a lot of rhythm games. This has been in like poppin' musics and things like that. I'm just kind of noticing now that we've heard that ending song that both this song and that ending song kind of have like the steel drums or like a sample that sort of resembles the steel drums, kind of like that Caribbean, sort of vibe to them. Yeah, this is the, I mean, I'm sure the show has had other openings, but like this is the one that everyone remembers, right? And since we, since we have a few more viewers here, I'm running up on time, but we'll show this, since this is so quick, we can show a game we played on the Urusei Yatsura stream last week, that is a little bit more primitive, perhaps, but nonetheless amusing. Let's see here. Yes, here we go. Folks who were around for the first stream you get an 8-bit version of the song now. Much more primitive. But this is a Famicom game, Ramu no Wedding Beru, Lum's Wedding Bells. And so this is kind of this is just a much more straightforward, like, action platformer type game. When you are you start from when Lum is like a young girl, and you take her from infant school, as they say here on the title screen here, and you're kind of like making your way through these levels here and blasting the taco, and you're trying to find your way to the next escalator. It is charming, I agree. I actually had fun when I was playing this, though it's very easy to make mistakes in this game, because this game is quite difficult because of when it, oh god, the taco is falling on me. Okay. And you kind of have to get this, and then jump on these platforms, all while you're sort of like keeping these guys at bay here, whatever they actually are. Like, this is an octopus, but I'm not sure what those guys who are flying at you are meant to be. Oh, are these we just saw these guys, right? They're and you get bonus stages and things like this. They were They were the Neptune, like, lemmings or whatever they were? Oh. Yep, the Game Boy Urusei Yatsura game is actually going to be the one we're going to start the stream with next Thursday. Because we're trying to play through all the Urusei Yatsura games, and so that's like the next one on our list. We're doing them chronologically. And we go to the UFO, beam us up, and then we're on to like the next stage in Lum's life. Yeah, that's okay. NK Train 64, you've got this one. All right, I don't have the cartridge for it. And this is actually my first time I played this, was when I played it on stream last time. Now we're in elementary school. And so we just kind of keep going down the line here. I did not make it any further than the third stage, I don't believe. Oi. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. And you've got, like, the fire coming up from the ground here. Yeah, and a lot of them are adventure games, so like, depending on how, you know, what your appetite for adventure games is, like, you may or may not find that appealing. But, okay. Yeah, I did not say I was good at this game. It is really rough. When we looked at the Famitsu reviews for this, actually, they pretty much said the same thing. They were like, this game is really hard, actually. What the heck? Okay, he just bumped us back down the escalator. Alright, I see what you're trying to do here. Taco. Arigatou gozaimasu. Gambarun dacha. Ah! That was not gambaruing very well. Do another credit. I call it a credit because I'm so used to playing arcade games, but yeah, this game has no continues. You cannot continue in this game at all, which just seems unnecessarily cruel. Like, even a lot of the most cruel Famicom games would let you continue. So I'm not really sure what they were thinking by taking away the ability to just continue altogether, but taco. It's very brutal. Famicom games were not always easy. Especially not ones like this, that's for sure. Alright, hold on, we gotta get on the thing here once we clear these fools. Ah, okay, I was afraid I was not gonna make that jump, Taco. Get out of my way. No, I was trying to actually get, oh god. Okay, good. Oh, there's the trampoline, okay. But yeah, you gotta really, like, pace. And the trampoline jump is kind of jank. There was one time when somewhere up here I found a power-up and I turned into a giant tiger. and I've never found that power-up again. But I think, what was she in middle school by the 3rd level? I think middle school is the furthest I've managed to age Lum so far. And as far as we know, she never will get past middle school. Atako. This is like, even the concentration of enemies just becomes really, really tough to maneuver so quickly. No, go back, up, up, up. I don't want to go down into the flames. And you can't shoot while you're hanging from the bars, which kind of makes you really have to strategically plan when you're jumping. And we've got, I guess that's Kotatsu Neko, maybe? This is a giant cat who is always seen under a kotatsu, though he's not under a kotatsu here. Kotatsu Neko, are you gonna get... Okay, you just bumped me back down the escalator. Burn, burn. Oh, what? Come on! I'm holding the direction, let me off! The escalator, please! The fire is coming up on me. I have to get away from the fire. Silly game. And the jumping is also just a little bit weird. Like, I definitely hit the button there, but the game was not having it. You can go indoors sometimes as well. Oh, that's a... What's this? Okay. Oh, there's 10. 10's helping us out and shooting fire now, so you can go in the door and be transported over here to the trampoline. Get out of the way, Neko. Okay. I can't go in this door for some reason. Neko! Doite kudasai, Neko. And then we've got all the taco dropping here. Let's see if I can make it up to the trap. No, go up, go up. What are you doing? I'm holding the I think it's that an enemy is there? Like when an enemy is in a certain Am I just stuck on this escalator forever? What is happening? Take me down! Why? I cannot get off of this escalator, I swear to God. I am holding the button to get off of it, and it is just not working. You can jump over the jumping over the cats would probably actually be quite a bit quicker, wouldn't it? There it is! I'm the giant tiger! Yes! Yes! This is what I was talking about. Taiyaki? I could go for some taiyaki right now. That sounds wonderful. Oh, he can jump, like, ridiculously high. All right. Or at least he could there. Yeah, I don't... And he can just walk across pits. I don't really... What? Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, I thought I was going down, Desuone. Okay, I don't think we can clear that. Oh, again, the movement in this is just up jump after eating a few taiyaki in tiger mode. Okay. At this point, I'm just... As you can see, it is not the easiest game in the world. But, I'm gonna call it there for the night. It's getting late, getting past my bedtime. So yeah, if some of our new viewers here are interested, and our old viewers probably already know this, but so I make Thursdays anime license game stream nights. We're working our way through Urusei Yatsura. I think we have at best maybe 1 or 2 more streams before we get through the rest of the Urusei Yatsura games. There aren't too many. I think we've only got 3 left, so we'll probably need a couple more streams. And Tuesdays, I just kind of do variety, so I'm mostly a retro streamer. So you will see various types of retro games from all types of genres here. Because we got a new Star Fox game coming out on the Switch in a couple weeks, I decided next Tuesday is going to be Star Fox 1 and probably 64 as well. They're pretty short games, at least on the easy route, so I think I can clear them both in a night pretty easy. So we're going to be taking a look at that, and yeah, please come on back if any of those things sound interesting or fun to you. We try to have fun here. Oh, thanks. You watched the Gradius videos. Thank you. Yeah, I did a 1 credit clear tutorial of Gradius a while back. I've streamed a couple Gradius games. Hakume Seishin, thank you very much. Follow arigatou gozaimasu. Follow shite kurete ureshii desu ne. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in from Mochina Sensei's stream, and hope to see y'all again, and hope to see all the regulars back again as well. Until next Tuesday. Bye-bye.